Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is another Kwentuhan with Ate Kat, but this time it's going to be a love topic because it's almost Valentine's, so I felt like it was just, timely that we do this. Also, I had the chance to talk with some teenagers around last week, and they had concerns about someone, so I realized that this would be the perfect time to talk about the red flags in any kind of relationship. May it be ligawan pa lang, you're just dating, getting to know each other, or you're already at the start of a relationship, or even in the middle of a relationship. What are the red flags that you need to watch out for? And if you see these red flags, what should you do? I think you guys know what to do, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. On this channel, we do a lot of kwentuhan and reviews about things that are of interest to me, which is basically gadgets that make my life easier, journaling, arts and crafts, and basically we talk about things that people would normally want to talk about but may not have time to talk about or go out of the house and spend time. Here, you can just go ahead and grab a cup of coffee or habang nagtutupi kayo mga mommies or hahanger or nagsasampay, you can just go ahead and listen to this and hopefully some of the topics that we discuss here resonates with you. Let me know in the comments below which of the Kwentuhan with Ate Kat sessions that we had did you like the most, or would you like something more personal like this? Because all of this will be based from my own experience. I am not an expert. I do not have a degree on psychology or anything. I just had a degree on life. Okay, so we are back. Here with us today is Prada. This is one of our kittens. He's actually the youngest, the one that we have. So this is Prada, and makikipagkwentuhan siya with Ate Kat. Okay, so red flags. When a guy is trying to win you over, ladies, remember that they will do everything and anything under the sun. They will even promise to give you the moon. They will do what they can to impress you, make you laugh, make you feel good. But be careful about love bombing. Ano yung love bombing? Love bombing is when they overwhelm you with so many nice things, so many romantic gestures that you just can't help but feel like, nasa K-drama ko, I'm the lead star, and this guy is doing everything to make me feel special. They're supposed to make you feel special. That's the bare minimum, okay? So don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed or to feel inundated or to feel obliged to return the favor, okay? So when a guy starts showering you with too much attention, too much love, too much whatever, too many gifts, that's love bombing. A lot of guys who have red flags do this because they feel like when you get overwhelmed, you don't have a say anymore. Like, kailangan umuo ka na. You have to say yes. You don't, okay? Remember, you guys are coveted. You're the prize, so to speak. Grabe, bakit prize? Ano ko gamit? You're the prize because at the end of the day, when you guys get married, you're the one at home. You're the one who has to give birth, get pregnant, suffer through everything. You go through so much that yes, you deserve all of these little rewards and, being the prize, being the one coveted. So don't allow yourself to be led to believe that you're not supposed to be the prize. You are the prize. You're supposed to be coveted. Dapat paghirapan nila to get your attention and to get your yes. Okay? So, para mga ano yan, mga pusa actually. That's why we have a cat. I believe that cats are like women. We're not supposed to give out our love that easily. Dapat effortan, dapat paghirapan, dapat ipakita na, yes, I am worthy of you. Okay? Now, the next one is disrespect. If the guy disrespects you, disrespects your decision, does not honor your decision, belittles you, embarrasses you in front of others, that is already a major, major red flag. Sipin mo, this is just the start of a relationship, nanliligaw pa lang, or you guys just got together, and he already does that. What more can he do? Remember that everything starts small, okay? Everything starts small. So small disrespect, small panghihiya, small this and that, and it will snowball. What you allow others to do to you they will keep doing again and again, and it gets out of hand and it spirals until it becomes too late. So make sure that you never allow the person who's trying to get into your life or who just got into your life to disrespect you in any way, shape, or form. And this is applicable even to friends, okay? The next one is lies. If this person's lie about the small things, they will lie about the big things. Always. They will lie about small things muna. Oh, I got away with it. Next one, bigger thing. Oh, I still got away with it. And then, kapag nahuli mo sa big lie, ikaw pa yung may kasalanan. Eh kasi, dati naman okay lang sa'yo, di ba? Bakit ngayon hindi na? Like, oh, lo? So, never allow them to lie to you. Remember that when a person lies to you, it means they think little of you. It means they think you're not as smart as they are because they think they can get away with it. Hindi mo mahuhuli. Meaning, ang tingin nila sa'yo, medyo, not so smart. And do you really want to be with someone who thinks that way of you? Siyempre hindi, diba? Kasi parang, bakit? So, when a person lies to you, it's only because they think you're not smart enough to catch them sa lie nila. So don't allow that, don't tolerate that. The next one naman is excessive jealousy, okay? So there's a little bit of jealousy, okay naman yon. Kasi sometimes we do get jealous, pwedeng palambing, pwedeng may something, pero yung sobra-sobra ng selos, hindi na tama, yung parang lahat na lang. So ito, for example, my husband, when we started dating, he was very siloso. And any guy who would look at me, he'd be like, sino? Nanligaw sa'yo yun, ano? Dinate mo yun, ano? Naging boyfriend mo yun, ano? Parang, nung una nakakatawa. So I think after a week, I was like, this is not right. This is not normal. So I called him out on it. And I said, if you're like this, I can't be with you or I can't date you. Because people will always look, diba? And then, why is it my fault? Why does it become my problem? If you're not confident in yourself, I shouldn't be punished for it. Diba? Kasi jealousy is actually sila yung may problema. Sila yung they think that they are not good enough, that they can be cheated on immediately, or gawain nila, diba? They're the ones cheating, and because they're able to do it, they think ikaw rin gagawin mo. Sabi nga, ang magnanakaw ay galit sa kapwa magnanakaw. So those who cheat are so praning, are so worried, paranoid that they're gonna also be cheated on. And that's why they project. That's what they say. They project their paranoia, their delusions, their worries, their fears, because they're guilty of the same thing. And hand in hand with excessive jealousy is the controlling behavior. You really shouldn't hang out with that person because that person is not good for you. I really don't think your best friend is your friend. Your parents, they're not people who do that. They're trying to control you because they want them to be the only person in your life. And I know this because I was married to one before. I married someone way back when I was very young, naive, and not so smart. And it came to a point that siya lang yung mundo ko. He was the only person I had. So when he started to hurt me physically, when he started to abuse me verbally, when he would embarrass me in front of everyone, I had nowhere to go to. I had no one to talk to because he made sure that it was just him. I could rely only on him. I thought it was just him. I had no friends. I had no family. They all hated me. They all abandoned me. He would often say, pasalamat ka nga, pinatulan kita eh. I'm the only one who can put up with you. I'm the only one who's there for you. I'm the only one who accepts you and loves you for who you are. And apparently, when someone that you love says that to you on a daily basis, even though logically, intellectually, it's not true, but because this person that you love, that you respect, that you trust, keeps repeating that over and over again, you start believing it. And because you're not talking to anyone else, because they made sure that, it's just you and them, you have no one to say, hoy, anong pinagsasasabi niyan? Mali yan. So you start believing them, and it becomes your truth. It's not the truth, but it becomes your truth. And that is a very scary place to be in. So if you notice that someone who just got into your life, somebody just got into a relationship with, seems to be like, tayo na lang, lagi na lang na, alam mo, tayo na lang, huwag na tayo pumunta dun sa party, tayo na lang, let's just stay home. Minsan, that's okay. But if it's frequent, it comes to a point na, wait, parang hindi ko na nakita yung friends ko, parang hindi ko na nakakasama yung family ko. If, you're not living at home, that's a major red flag. Run! Like, run! For me is, when they're dismissive, ang arte mo naman, ang sensitive mo naman, ano ba naman yan? Napaka-drama mo naman. Remember, your feelings are valid. Regardless if it's OA or too much. Even if you're too much, ginusto ka niya, diba? So deal with it. Your feelings should never be dismissed. You guys can talk about it, what happened, what triggered it, what could be the better response, but it should never ever be dismissed. And then, not being able to take accountability when they hurt your feelings. Sorry na, minasama mo yung sinabi ko. That is one of my triggers. When people apologize and say, oh, sorry na, nagalit ka kasi sa sinabi ko. Kagalit-galit po kasi talaga siya. Diba? Parang, wait lang, are you apologizing or are you apologizing but not apologizing? Parang, let me hashtag sorry, not sorry. I hate that. Remember, an apology is always, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. What can I do to make it better? I will do my best to not repeat it again. Yan, that's a good apology. Hindi yung, sorry na kasi ang dami kong problema Kaya, okay, so dahil may problema ka, you can just hurt me. You can hurt my feelings. Okay? So, don't accept yung mga half-ass sorry na yan. It's not acceptable. It should never be acceptable. Si husband ko before was ganyan. Half-ass apologies. Sorry, minasama yung sinabi ko. Sorry, nagalit ka. Hello? And I explained it to him. So now he's learned to say sorry ng tama at maayos and proper. And he's learned na sorry is not okay if uulit-ulitin lang din. If next week, same thing. If the next few weeks, same thing. So, it can be fixed. It can be fixed only when the other person wants to. But if they're not taking accountability, if they don't want to, run. It's a red flag. Run, 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 run. Save yourself. And then this, inconsistency. Pwedeng love bomb ka today, bukas hindi ka na pinansin. That means they're not really interested in you. You are their option. You are not a priority. Always remember that if he wanted to, he would. Because it's true. If he really wanted to, he would. Si husband ko now, not the first one. That's why I know so much about this. He lived in Cainta. I live in Las Piñas. His shift was 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. I was freelance, so kahit anong oras, but most of the time, hapon to gabi ako. He would go to work, and then he would go to where I was, stay, kasi I didn't bring him to my events, kasi nanliligaw lang naman siya, so why would I? And I guess I was also testing him. Sometimes he would wait 4 hours, 6 hours, because gusto niya akong ihatid. Because he wanted to make sure I get home safely. I would tell him, no, I can take care of myself. I can Uber, Grab, or whatever, commute. Because I've been doing that for so long. But he wanted to, so he did. And he lives in Cainta, Las Piñas. It's like a 3-hour ride with traffic, which we always have traffic. And he did this for about 2 months. And then you know what he did? He moved to Las Piñas. This is the really, if he wanted to, he would. I didn't push him to move to Las Piñas. When he moved to Las Piñas, I was like, are you crazy? Why? Why would you move here? And he didn't just move to Las Piñas. He moved to my village. And this was not creepy. Kasi sabi mo, ay grabe, bakit ganun? Because we were already together. And we were already at that age na. When we got together, it wasn't like, oh, boyfriend, girlfriend lang tayo. But we were talking about a future. But I was still very shocked na, very early on, he moved. Because he really wanted to build a future with me. And so, awa naman ng Diyos, 7 years later, we're still together. 4 years happily married. And it's been a ride. There's a lot of ups and downs, but we made the pact na leaving is not an option unless it's a non-negotiable. Like he hit me, or somebody cheats, or somebody hurts a family member without provocation. Mga ganon. Aside from that, no one leaves. We fix things. We work things out because we got married and we decided to be in this together. Okay? So I hope that these red flags that I mentioned were of help to someone. If you're dating someone, be on the lookout for these red flags. If they're super nice to you, your friends, your family, but they're disrespectful to the help, that's a red flag. Kasi they're only nice to you because they're trying to impress you. They're only nice to your friends and family because you're trying to impress them. But totoong ugali nga is hindi maganda. Okay? I myself have been nagtaray na rin sa mga help, but only when they deserve it. Kasi sometimes some of them are also, not deserving to be nice. But I've been trying very hard to be nicer to them. But in general naman, I am. But I know there are stories out there that are like, oh, Scott, tuloy na ganon. And yes, I have done that. And I am guilty of that. So, wag din namang paraling na baka naman deserve nung guard na mabastos kasi bastos din siya. Tapos ikaw, red flag, sabi ni Cathy. Let's be discerning. Let's be logical. And let's be smart about spotting the red flags. Now, if you find yourself na palagi ka na lang nagdadahilan for someone, hindi mata red flag to kasi ganito, ganyan. Hindi. Pagpaulit-ulit, that's a red flag already. Run. Okay? But if you're not sure, leave a comment below. Ask me. I will make sure to answer your questions. I have been in, I think, about 4 serious relationships before I got married to the right guy. I've been on dates with a lot of men. Dates, I did not sleep with them. Kalma lang tayo, guys. So my best friend is also a guy. So I can say that I'm pretty well versed with how men think. Syempre, I won't know 100% because I'm not a guy. But I have been exposed to their world. Barkada ko before were men and little boys. So I also know the crazy antics that they have. And the one thing that I have learned is kung gusto nila, wala makakapigil sa kanila. They will show you their love. They will make an effort for you. They will go to extremes for you. And they will always make you feel safe, secure, and loved. Like you wouldn't even have time to be jealous kasi there's just nothing. Just nothing. And I came from a relationship before where pati yung baklang kasamahan ng boyfriend ko noon, nagselos na ako. Kahit wala namang ginagawa yung bakla. Kasi nga, praning na ako. And now, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a marriage where my husband went off to Iloilo for, I think, 4 days, 3 nights. And I had not one moment of doubt. Like 0 moment of doubt. And I've come to realize that that is priceless. Not having to worry, not having to think na, nako, baka may babaeng kinikita to or whatever. To just have that peace of mind is absolutely priceless. So when you guys look for someone to be in a relationship with, you need to make sure that you are not just loved, but you are respected, and you are made to feel safe and protected. Because that's all that matters at the end of the day. I hope this helped you guys out. Again, this is another Kwentuhan with Ate Kat, the Red Flag edition. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!